one. You're supposed to analyze through mathematics here. And now I'll give two graphs for you. Which is correct is what you're supposed to. This is V2. This is V1. Now for inelastic collision, perfect inelastic collision, I'm telling. Perfect inelastic collision. So E equal to 0. The graph, should it be like this? And what is the object? The object 1 moving with a velocity V0 collides with the second object which is at rest. After impact, both will have now you see this y and x. I'll remove it. Now shall I call this as v1 equal to v2? For perfect inelastic collision, so what will happen to the thing? Both should have common velocity, no? Both should have common velocity, and this value should be equal to v. After collision, what do we expect the value? The velocity of both the objects, what how much it should be equal to? It should be equal to. And what should be the circle compared to elastic collision? Its radius should be less, no? So you compare the final kinetic energy. So usually what we write, mv naught square should be equal to m plus m v square by t, and it will be less, no? The final kinetic energy will be less than initial kinetic energy. So definitely what do you expect? The radius of the circle will decrease. The radius of the circle compared to this radius, the radius of the circle will decrease. So if the inelastic collision, what will happen to this one? The radius of circle will decrease here. Sir, what is that red color? I think red color straight line. This will be as it is. So therefore, what we can say that for inelastic collision, what happened to radius of the circle will decrease here, and they'll have common velocity, and that should be equal to v. Now, perfect elastic collision, what happened to the straight line? It will intersect at points where that A and B, and that is equal to V naught. For perfect inelastic collision, so the curve will be like this, and there'll be only one point. Both will have common velocity. Now let's come to the question. In case where both the objects are of mass 1 kg and first object is traveling with velocity of 2 meters, the V2, V1 graph is as shown. Here, can you write this as V naught? Anybody? Is it possible? Shall I write V naught? So after impact, what do you expect the velocity of object? Should be less than V naught. That's what. So this is the only one unique point, no? Practically possible. I'll write only point P. Now let's come to the question. I think I'll take out question from here. Let me. Now interpret this question. Look at the graph now. Is it elastic perfect, is it elastic collision, perfect inelastic, or inelastic collision? It's a inelastic collision, no? Where the value of E is between 0 and 1. How do we can see? Perfect inelastic, the curve, the straight line will intersect the curve, circular curve like this. With a perfect elastic collision, it will be like this. And provided open the mass of the objects to be same. There's a condition. Masses are different, then again we have to plot a different curve. Let's come for this. In case where both objects are of mass 1 kg and first object is traveling with velocity 2 meter, their V2, V1 graph is shown what is the velocity of V2 after collision. What is the type of collision? It's a inelastic collision. So let's come for the diagram. The object, it is moving with a velocity, say V0. Second object, let it be at rest. After collision, they'll move with a different velocities. And this is what inelastic collision.